Hi everyone, I hope you've been doing well. My name is Rachel. Welcome to my channel where I talk about my cross-stitch projects. Today is Sunday, May 9th. It's Mother's Day here in the US, so happy Mother's Day to all the moms of any form. Let's see. I lost my train of thought. Oh, right. I've had several new subscribers since my last video, so thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed in the last month or so. I can't remember exactly when my last video was. That's very much appreciated, and thank you as well to everyone who continues to watch my videos. It's also very, very much appreciated. Yeah, so it's been longer than I had wanted between videos, which is sort of a running theme here, but the biggest reason I haven't filmed in so long is because I really didn't stitch much in April. The entire month of April. I really just didn't stitch that much. So there isn't much to show. But I didn't want to wait any longer. And I do have a few things, so... But yeah, I just had no stitchy bug at all in April. I watched a ton of Asian dramas instead. Like, I binge watched like 7 Asian dramas. So, that's okay. Yeah, and then I was gonna record last weekend, and I had food poisoning, so that didn't happen. But, let's see, life updates other than that, pretty much the same. I got my second COVID vaccine this past week, got knocked on my butt for a day, with a really, really bad migraine. And just was exhausted, but much better now. And other than that, chugging along. still the same. So, yeah, I watched a ton of Asian dramas. That's pretty much been what I'm doing. I'm super behind on Flosstube as well. Yeah, I've just been watching dramas. Some good ones, some okay ones. One of them I just couldn't do anymore. I made it through 30 of the 49 episodes, and I was just like, you know what? No, I'm done. But, yeah, basically it. So, it's Mother's Day, so we are going to go over to my mom's here in a little while. Tasha is taking a nap. So, that's it. We're boring. So, I've said that multiple times because I keep losing my train of thought. I've got some sinus stuff going on because the weather keeps changing. Ohio, yay. So I have a few works in progress, things that I've worked on that I will show. I have bought things since my last video, but they're all put away and I don't remember what, so I'm not not gonna have any purchases to show So I'll just show you what I've worked on, and then any, not really plans, because I don't really make plans, but my ideas for May. So these are no particular order, because they're just in whatever order they got set down on the table in. So let's see. That one, you can tell how organized I am, obviously. Oh, I don't have oh good. I don't have a cover sheet for this first one. That's okay. So this is, first one is when I started this year. It was a new start for Tasha's birthday back in January. And it is a quick stitch from Heaven and Earth Designs. It's called Quick Stitch Hazel's World Giraffe. And I am stitching it on 28 count Easy Guide. I think it's Easy Guide, Lugana, 1/1 full cross. So this is where I'm at currently. So I pulled this out, I don't remember when, at some point, I think the end of March, and worked on it for a week or so. And I got all the way to the end. So this is the entire width. And yeah, I had a lot of fun stitching on it, and I'm pretty happy with that progress. So I just kind of was filling in from the top row along colors. So, and then somewhere right here is the halfway point down. So it's real small because it's a quick stitch. So there's my back, all of my carrying. And then last month, April, was my full coverage rotation piece was Dragon Attack from Artisy. That's what it will look like. Unfortunately, I didn't really stitch last month. So, Dragon Attack did not, I don't even know why I'm bothering to show it, but I will. I got less than 200 stitches. So here where it is. Sorry, my lighting's terrible because it's a gloomy, rainy day, but this is where we are. I put in this block and this block, and that's it. That's all that I've done since the last time I showed it. So, I feel bad. Yeah. I feel bad because it got no progress at all, basically. But that's okay. It'll be back out at some point. And then since I have full coverage pieces out, I actually am not sure if I've worked on this piece since my last video, but this is Mini Ex Machina. The artwork is by Chris Ortega, and it was started by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I already am being a terrible Flosstuber. Quick Stitch Hazel's World, the artwork is by Dakota Dateweiler. And then Dragon Attack, I am stitching on 18 count White Aida 2/1 full cross. And then Mini Ex Machina is stitched on 25 count white Lugana 1/1 full cross. And I can't remember, I didn't stitch on this at all in April. Not a single stitch. So I think that means I've worked on it since my last video. The progress I made in March. I think I had just finished the page, this page, for my last video. So I did in March come up and I started this page here and got a nice chunk of her face done. She has an eye. She has one eye. She can see, which is very exciting. And there's the very corner of her mouth. So, super exciting right there. I will hopefully work on her this month. We'll see, right? Who knows? I have actually stitched several days in a row already this month, so that's better than last month. And then I also, this was one of the Whitgo pieces that was called for April. So it took most of the month, but I did finish the Whitgo block. I got 7 days in it. This is Remembrance by Joan Elliott. Sorry, Tasha is coughing. She might wake herself up. Poor kid. She's got a little bit of cold. And she's got 2 teeth coming in. No, I think she's done. Remembrance by Joan Elliott. Pretty sure I just keep showing the... I'm stitching her on 28 count white opalescent Lugana. And I did put 7 days into her to finish the Whitgo block, which she is on there a second time. So that has not been called yet. But this is where she's at. So the top half from here up is completely done except for beading. So I finished the back stitching up on this wing and in her hair, and then I started connecting down here just to make sure that I was not off anywhere. So she's so pretty. She's very sparkly. So so she'll come back out for at least 7 more days at some point for Whitgo. I think she's okay now. I don't know if you could hear her cough or not. Poor kid. Sometimes she wakes herself up with it, and sometimes she doesn't. Then I'm pretty sure I showed this in my last video. I had just started working on it. So I worked on it for a few more days. This is a Joy Sunday kit that I got off Amazon called The Girl Sat on the Dragon Reading a Book. It was a full kit. I did switch out the fabric. It came with 14 count white Aida, and I switched it out for a 32 count Belfast linen from Color and Cotton. Sorry, I couldn't find where my fold was. Called Maui, the color Maui. So, I don't remember how many days I ended up putting in. I think 5, because it's on my whipco board for 5 days. 5 or 6, I think. But this is where it's at now. So this is the entirety of the first page. So this part of the tail is all done, all back stitched. And then I finished the stitching on the book and started in on this section of tail. So I just have to finish this section of tail and part of her face and hair. And that is this entire page done as well. I think the page was like to here. So that's exciting. So I was hoping to get a little bit more done, but that's about when I lost my stitchy bug. So need to iron that. Means I probably need to buy an iron. But yeah. So it was, I kind of lost my stitchy bug around the time I finished working on that. And then I just realized that I left a project sitting right here that I have been working on the last few days. I moved it there so Tasha wouldn't get it. So this was my other whipco call for April. This is a dimensions kit called Beach Chairs. And I'm stitching this on the kit provided 14 count light blue Aida. And I've worked on it for 4 days this month. Here's the whole thing. I'm not going to take it off the hoop because I'm still working on it. But I filled in like the sailboat and stuff here. And then, yeah, I don't know if you can see it. There's a ton of white. And then I've come up and I'm filling in this corner up here. Lots of white. Lots of white half stitches with 4 strands. Yay! But yeah, so I need to put at least 3 more. So I've got 3 more days left on Beach Chairs to finish that whipco block, which is, it's the second whipco block for this chart, this project. So that'll finish it for whipco for the year. The plan, so that's all the projects that's all the stitching I've done. Not really a ton. There were multiple weeks where I didn't stitch at all in April. So, but yeah, so for now, the plan is, it seems like my stitching bug is slowly coming back. I'm going to keep working on Beach Chairs until I decide I don't want to work on it anymore. And then the whipco calls for this month for me was the second block for Mini Ex Machina, which was 7 days. So I actually only have 1 more day I need to work on it to complete that square. And then the other one is these. My projects just keep getting called twice. The same projects. It's the second block on my whipco board for Bewitched. So, when I decide I don't want to work on Beach Chairs anymore, that's probably what I'll pull out next. And my WIPCO goal is 7 days on that. So, speaking of WIPCO, this is my current WIPCO board. So all the ones with the blue X are the ones that have been called, and I finished the goal for that block, that square. The ones that have the yellow number highlighted in yellow are the ones that I've already completed the goal for that square, but it hasn't been called yet. And then the ones with just the orange lines are the ones that have been called and I haven't quite finished the goal. So, there's mine. See here, I made a change. I've actually been debating this for quite a while. This square was originally my Avengers logo piece. I've decided to UFO that piece. I just don't like the colors and the way it's turning out, and I have the original JPEG photo that I bought, so I'm just gonna print that out on photo paper and call it good. It's really pretty. When I did the conversion to make the chart, I don't know what I did, but I definitely messed it up. So, I've decided to UFO that project. I'm not going to frog it or anything for now. I'm just going to leave it. If I decide one day to come back to it, I don't think I'm going to, but I'm going to leave it for now. So I've replaced that one on my WIPCO board with my Hawkeye piece. So that's, I think, the only change I'm going to make. My full coverage rotation piece for May is Ginger Nova. I did pull it out finally yesterday and put it on the Q-snap, but I put a handful of stitches in, not worth showing yet. So, hopefully I will work on that in the next week or so. Then it's supposed to go away, and it will be mini Ex Machina for the rest of the month. We'll see. I don't know. At this point, I'm just going with whatever I feel like. So, yeah. Oh, Bewitched is 5 days. Okay. So I'm supposed to work on Bewitched for at least 5 more days. For WIPCO. I don't even remember what stuff I've put on WIPCO. So, but, yeah, so that's it. That's all I've got. Not too much, and I don't really have huge plans because at this point I'm just happy that I have actually stitched 3 days in a row this month. So I'm gonna go, I think, work on beach chairs until Tasha gets up from her nap. And go from there. So, yeah. I hope everyone else's stitchy bug has been better than mine. And thank you so much for watching my video. And I will hopefully see you next time. Bye.